Taking time with your forgiveness, you hold space, you give yourself fucking grace. There are people I simply do not like. Hi Wildflowers, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in if you are new here, and if you are not new, if you are not new, thank you for returning. Forgiveness is something that I'm struggling. I don't feel like I'm struggling with it. It's just something that I'm trying to, I don't know. I just feel like forgiveness is hard. I feel like it's one of the most complicated parts of healing. Let me say that. There are people in life who, in my honest opinion, do not deserve forgiveness. And yet we're taught that forgiveness is supposed to be like this liberating thing. That it is supposed to free us, that it is the only way to move forward. So I used to force myself trying to forgive people. I used to push myself to forgive just so I can say, I've done the work, or I moved past this, just so I can feel like I was evolving in a way. But I feel like nobody talks about how hard it is to forgive the most unforgivable things in general. Nobody tells you what to do with the rage you still carry, like the rage you still feel. Nobody talks about the grief or the sadness you still feel in your body over things people have long forgotten. To still be processing, still be triggered, still healing. What the fuck do you do with that shit? I'll tell you what I am low-key trying to learn. I'm learning, but I'm just it's taking time. Taking time with your healing, taking time with your forgiveness, you hold space, you give yourself fucking grace. There are people I simply do not like. People I will or may not never forgive. And maybe years from now that'll change. My mindset will change about it. Maybe I'll feel differently. But right now, I don't have that in me. I don't need to fake it. And I feel like when people come on healing, social media say, oh, I'm healing this and this and that. And it's all the beauty. This is what fucking healing looks like. There's a lot of people I fucking dislike, probably won't like for a minute. Maybe in a couple of years, I'll evolve past that dislike, but I just don't like them. I don't. And what if I'm not ready to forgive them? Not because I want to hold on to bitterness or the anger or how they treated me. Not because I want to still be stuck in this place, but because I'm still making sense of it all. Not just what they did, but what I allowed to, how I stayed, how I tried to make it make sense. There are parts of me numb but still bleeding. Giving and giving, proving and bending, trying to earn love from people who treated my loyalty like it was disposable. I don't forget how people treat me. That's one thing, especially when I've been nothing but good to them. And I stopped feeling guilty about that. Remembering is not the same as dwelling. And grief is not the same as resentment. I still get waves of sadness sometimes, I can't lie. I get sad over the things people have done to me. I still grieve the version of me who let so much stuff pass. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the shit still hurts to this day. But I don't live there. I feel it, I breathe through it, I keep going. Healing isn't about never being triggered again. It's about not reacting the same way when you were. Healing to me is about reclaiming your power from the things that probably used to break you. I was telling my therapist a couple weeks ago about this, and my therapist told me you can accept what someone has done to you and still be triggered by it. And that changed everything for me in my perspective, because trauma doesn't just live in your thoughts. It lives in your nervous system. It lives in your body. Even if your mind has moved on, your nervous system still remembers. And that's not weakness. That's the fucking truth. When those feelings rise, I don't abandon myself. I don't shame myself. I hold space. I breathe and I let it pass. Sometimes some of the hurt I carry isn't about what they did. It's about what I did to myself. The me who kept loving people who hurt me, who gave chance after chance after chance to people who showed me who they were the first time, who kept showing up hoping things will change. I have a lot of grief for myself, and I hold myself fully accountable, because you know what? I knew better. I used to tell myself in a lot of situations, you don't deserve this, you need to leave, but I just couldn't bring it to myself to do it. But that's why I'm learning, I was taught. I came from women who stayed, who endured, who sacrifice. I inherited loyalty. I inherited silence, but I'm not here. Like, I'm not here to repeat that same story. I want to really break generational cycles. I want to break them. I want to cut them free. So no, I'm not rushing to forgive people. I'm learning to honor the process. I'm learning to honor myself in that forgiveness. I'm learning that sometimes acceptance is enough. Saying, yes, it happened. Yes, it hurt. And no, I don't owe that person another piece of me. Maybe forgiveness isn't always about letting something back in. Maybe it's about choosing not to carry what they did. And maybe it's about saying, I remember, I'm still healing from that shit, and I'm still deserving of peace. And if you're in that messy middle, like, that's the messy middle of, like, still being triggered, still unpacking, still healing, you're not broken. You're human. You're becoming. Some actions do feel unforgivable. And maybe in a couple of years, couple months, because, like, I be feeling like I be tending like this. In a couple months, my thought process, the way I see the situation may change. And it's okay to say that out loud. Some people are unforgivable. Some people and the actions that they've done is unfucking forgivable. If forgiveness comes, it will come when you're safe, when it's real. But until then, you don't owe anyone your softness. You don't owe anyone your silence or your space. You owe yourself the truth. You owe yourself protection. You owe yourself peace. So no, I'm not ready to forgive, not today, but I am ready to stop betraying myself. And for now, maybe that is enough. If this hits something in you, I created a PDF prompt about forgiveness and just like honoring yourself in that forgiveness. It's to give you just a quiet space to reflect, to process the parts that are hard to name. So you can download it at my website, becomeherrss.com, or I just put the link in the description. But y'all, for real, I'm not even going to lie to y'all. Forgiveness is hard. There's a lot of people who knew I was drowning in life, and instead of, like, just leaving or saying, hey, I'm gonna help you, they decided to hold my head underwater further and laugh while they did it. And I just feel like sometimes some certain shit, like when I think about it now, it's unforgivable. And like I said, maybe in a couple years, I may be like, okay, I forgive you. But right now, I'm just like, I don't have it in me, because I'm still trying to make sense of it. I'm still working on the forgiveness part for myself because I knew better, but also I stayed in a lot of situations, and that's enough right now. Can't lie to you. That's enough right now. That's enough for where I am right now, is to just hold myself in these moments and hold space for myself and like have those conversations with self, because that version of me was broken. I cannot lie. She was depressed. She was insecure. She was dealing with suicidal ideation. So I'm holding myself and like I'm holding her right now. I can't hold space for anybody else right now. So I think this is what healing looks like. I don't know if anybody else agrees, but sometimes it's just, some things are just really unforgivable. Some things are just weird when it comes to that forgiveness part. And all I'm just going to say before I end this video is just take time with yourself. Don't force it. Don't rush it. Don't be like, well, I have to forgive this person because I'm holding on to it. A lot of people that I don't forgive, I don't even think about them people. I don't think about them. Sometimes, like, I'll see situations on TV and I'll still get triggered. I hold space for myself, and I'm in therapy for it. So I talk to my therapist, and I'm still processing through that grief. But you cannot forgive someone, in my opinion, right now, and still move forward. My therapist was just saying, like, sometimes forgiveness look like, sometimes forgiveness can be like not staying stuck on the situation. And a lot of the situations I have moved past. A lot of the situations I don't honestly think about, but when I think about, like, a lot of the situations I don't think about. I'm trying to make sense of this. A lot of the situations I don't think about. I don't. But, like, the people who've done it, I don't be like, oh, I hate you, or I wish something bad happened to you. It's just, I simply don't forgive you. And that is enough for me. And I keep moving forward. And like I said, maybe that's not something I think it's not, maybe that's all I can give right now. I'm not the type of person to rush my hand. Like, I gotta hurry up and forgive. There's a lot of people in my life who have done some fucked up shit to me for no reason at all. And I think that is the part that I am learning to work through and process. I'm just like, I used to blame myself. I'm just like, I didn't do nothing to this person for them to want to treat me this way. And they still treated me this way. And I'm learning a lot of situations don't have nothing to do with you, but it has something to do with them. But if it has something to do with them, then deal with it on your own. Don't put that shit on me. I didn't know better then, but I'm learning now. And like I said, maybe in a couple of years, that forgiveness will come. Right now, I keep moving forward, keep honoring who I am. Same for y'all, keep moving forward, honoring who you are, hold space for who you are, holding space for the broken pieces of you, and maybe one day in that space you're holding, you'll find forgiveness and move past that situation. Who knows? But thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in to the next video.